Hi there, Retro Tech Ralph here. Right, I'm going to show you how to extend the life of virtually any of the Oral-B toothbrushes. Now, this is my original one. It's kind of, the rubber's perished, so it's all coming off. There's no seal to the inside, so I can see the board underneath there now. So that's absolutely gone. Stick this under a tap to rinse it. It's going to be knackered and just break. Back on here at a rubber seal part. Luckily, it still was sealed, so it still worked pretty well. So I've done this before, and I've watched videos on how to do this, and they all seem virtually quite exactly the same. So I'm going to show you what I've already done to two of the toothbrushes so far. Right, get a standard toothbrush. There is power on this, as you can see. The battery is full. Now, it's basically just changing the battery on the inside. The motor will last you a lifetime, obviously. The outer sections won't, because the rubber will perish, as you can see. So, basically what you need is a screwdriver, flat object. There's a ring on here, and the most of them have got a ring. You must take this off. Prise underneath it. Try not to switch it on. It will come off. A little bit of fiddly. Pressing the button there. It will come out. There we go. Now that is a ring which holds the inner mechanism. This is there's kind of a sheath around the entire mechanism. A little bit of water in here anyway, but that's fine. That's because it was an active toothbrush. So the ring off, which kind of clips in onto this section here, and holds the whole gubbins in place on one side. On the other, you can get either your stand on the newer models or the older models. It's your plug, your Braun plug, which has got this. You kind of always might have wondered what that was, the triangle. Well, get your toothbrush. There's a triangle under there. Lots of crap as well. I'd probably also recommend as well, these do collect a lot of crap on the bottom, so if you're going to keep one of these, clean it. So you put your triangle in and basically turn it as a screwdriver. See, I can turn that now with my finger, or I will do. I'll carry on with this. And that should release the bottom. Right, the bottom cap comes off, showing you're in a mechanism. Okay. Now, if you push the whole lot, ignoring this white section here, I'll point to it. The whole white section where it's rubber on this side of it, the centre section is the top of the mechanism that comes through. Try not to push it through, because it won't come out. There's two tabs here, inside there. You can focus in. Tab there, and a tab there. You need to pull those, but not too tight, too far, because this will pull the ring section off, which is your induction part for the charging of this. Yeah, just pull your screwdriver in there to try and pull, because you can see it's now come away a little bit. Same on the other side, into the side there, and it comes away from the edge. Now that's your most dangerous part, because your wiring, if they come off of the board, then you're up no end of problems. So, I don't remember taking the plug out. I don't think you need to. With a little bit of there's a tiny bit of give and play in this, but not much. Are those definitely out? I don't think these are definitely out. Ah, I seem to come a lot more of them. That's better. In a section, if you're pushing from the back end here, will all come out. And there you are. That, like I say, is just a plastic cover. Hold coil has fell off the back end of this because I've not been too clever, but that will secure in place over here. But ignore that for the time being. The finger stuck in the motor then. So to actually change this, right, you must find the positive and the negative side of the battery on the board. You can either unsolder there, which looks like comes directly between, which is either the positive or negative, or underneath here, which you'll have to take the display off, which needs a hexagonal key. Now while I'll go and get one of those and try and show you, just hang on 1 second, I'll just pause and we'll get a hexagonal screwdriver. Right, hexagonal screwdriver got. I don't fully remember taking this off of here. Actually, I know why, because I think I did it a slightly different way. That's just a bezel around that. You don't really need to take that off. This is my dead one anyway, so this has been replaced by the newer version. See, if you can't get to the screwdriver part, you must then unclip, and it is impossible to do. It's very, very tricky to do. So what I recommend you do to take the battery out is you cut along here where the actual part that this is metal strip here is connected to the battery. Get some small wire snips, cut into as much as you can on the board. See, now the display is gone, it's now disconnected. You've still got that piece of metal there connected to the battery, well, to the circuit board. On the other side there will also be one as well, so I would recommend you do the following. Try and do the same as before. Get your snips, as much of the metal as you can. If it is not too badly put on, you can twist it, but if you can see there, that's gone into the circuit board. This one as well is difficult to get because you've got to take the circuit board off, so it makes it really, really difficult to do. But if you can get into there, get the display off. If they, actually, to be honest, with the Triumphs, these were the last ones that had the displays. The second ones had the Bluetooth display. If not, then they should be straight away noticeable where to take that off. If you do this way around, quite easy, you've got two big contacts there. Now the reason that they bring you this spring inside, because the original battery, with this is not, is smaller. Now this can fit in there almost pretty well, and maybe put a piece of cardboard in there, because putting the spring in there is a right pain in the backside. The other one, the original battery, was probably about that length, leaving about that much gap, which it would hold in place quite easy with the spring, not very much. So you buy the bigger battery. And this one is a 2500 mAh battery, and does last quite a long time, good few weeks with that. So put them back together again, battery in place. Make sure you solder the positive, positive, negative, negative, which on this one was, the metal came off of there. It should always have, which this one doesn't. There should be something on the legs, that's a positive. So solder on, clip away, put your spring in for security, which holds itself there. Slide yourself back inside the case. With these tabs pushed in as you go, it will click in place like it just has done. You can put the bottom back on. We'll only go back in one way. I know I've missed the battery out there, but It doesn't really matter. Screw, screw, screw back into place. So you're done. And don't forget your ring. This will secure everything in place. If you need to, you may want to put this against a hard surface, maybe a vise or some sort of flat surface you can get it clipped in, maybe a pair of pliers. That might do. Push it as hard as you can, and it will just fit in place. And there you go, job done. Of course mine doesn't work because the battery's out, but there you go, that's how you fix and extend the life with a battery on any Oral-B toothbrush. So this is all going to go in the bin, apart from the tools and stuff. So hope you've learned something. If not, please comment and tell me what I've done wrong, which I'm sure you will do. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.